its nuclear program could come as soon as Friday. And a sign that a deal is close, U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry is set to fly into Geneva to join the discussions, cutting short a trip to the Middle East. This comes after the 5 permanent members of the United Nations Security Council plus Germany opened 2 days of talks with Iran on Thursday in exchange for some relief from sanctions. CCTV's Kate Parkinson is in Geneva.
There is a sense of guarded optimism here in Geneva. This is the second time in less than a month that the so-called P5+1 group of nations, which is made up of Britain, France, China, Russia, the United States and Germany, has sat down for talks with Iran to try and hammer out a deal regarding the Iranian nuclear dispute. Both sides certainly have a big interest in achieving a deal, and everyone involved in the process has said that recent negotiations have been the most productive in years. Certainly, if a deal is reached, Iran is anxious to see economic sanctions lifted, and the West is keen to seize on an opportunity to build relations with Iran after years of great distrust between the West and Iran. But while the West says it is encouraged by friendlier rhetoric from the Iranian side, they do stress that they need to see action.
They have to do certain things. This is a negotiation about the Iranian nuclear program with the international concerns about that program. They have to take steps to address the key concerns of the international community, and then we can move things forward. This is about, at the end of the day, having a verifiable agreement that reassures the international community that the Iranian nuclear program is purely peaceful.
What exactly this first step could be remains unclear. The talks are going on behind closed doors, but it is thought unlikely that the West will accept anything less than Iran suspending the enrichment of its uranium to levels of 20%, which is considered the milestone towards making nuclear weapons. But all sides involved do have a limited space to make concessions. Certainly hardliners in Iran and also hawks in Washington will be resistant to making concessions, making compromises that they deem going too far. Israel has also expressed a strong disapproval of any deal. It says it is staunchly opposed to a deal that it says would be, quote, a historic mistake. Kate Parkinson, CCTV, Geneva.